Hey guys, it's your favorite gold miner, prospector, and geologist, Jeff Williams. I'm gonna show you how you can find gold in rivers, creeks, and hillsides. So let's get into it. All right, now the first thing you need to do, as always, you must be in a gold producing district. I can't stress that enough, because if you're not, then you're just wasting your time. And you're looking for free mill gold too. Keep in mind, you need to know what you're looking for, either placer or lode. And in this case, we're gonna go on the hunt for placer. It's the poor man's gold, and it's the easiest to find. And if you're lucky, you can follow the placer gold and it'll lead you to the source, which is lode gold. You see how that works? So that's what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna show you what you need to look for along the way. Now in creeks like this, you're looking for any exposures of bedrock, or in areas like this, look, see where I've got all these clusters of rocks? This would be a good spot to sample in, okay? What you need to do is sample. That is gonna be your mantra. Sample, sample, sample. You're looking for anything like bushes and large rocks like this. If you can get up underneath them or dig down into the roots, that would be perfect, because roots hold on to gold. Tree roots, bush roots, doesn't matter what kind of root it is. They love to hold on to that gold. And you're looking for big rocks. Remember, big rocks, big gold, little rocks, little gold. But it's gotta be sitting on top of some type of bedrock or false bedrock. And that's what you're looking for. Oh yeah, who's with me, huh? Let's get on in there and get some. So I'm gonna take samples off of this creek wherever I see any exposed bedrock or large boulders sitting on bedrock, and down in the brush and the roots of the trees and the bushes. Now, another good clue is look for moss. Moss likes to hold on to that ultra fine gold, and old timers have been using that technique to find gold in existing areas before they did anything else. Yeah, black sand is a good clue, but it's not always a telltale sign. So if I find any moss in here, I'm gonna dig it up and we're gonna pan it out. And one more thing to be looking at is anywhere the rivers or creeks cut through into the hillside, you want to look for any kind of round rock like this. You see this? This round river rock? Oh, isn't that looking good? And you can see all the bedding planes in there for where all this has been laid down thousands upon thousands of years ago. You want to get to the bottom of each bedding plane. That's where you're going to sample, and that's where we're going to sample too. Big rocks, big gold, little rocks, little gold. So we're going to sample, and make sure you mark your samples too, and bring dedicated sample bags. Look at that. I got me a baby crawdad. I think that's a crawdad. Not sure what that is. See him? Oh, where's the gold at? Where's the gold at? I'm gonna clean the top of these rocks off, because gold has a tendency to get caught in these craggly rocks, and this one looks good. And I might dig up back behind here, because this acts like a natural sluice box. You see that? It drops in here and gets caught behind there. So I'm gonna move all this stuff out and dig it up. And I got some grass here too that can hold on to the ultrafine gold in the root system. Yeah. Yeah. Get all that stuff in there, you see that? And the neat thing about these roots is, like I said, it holds on to that fine gold really well. And this will give me a good snapshot as to what we're looking at. And remember, with your rocks, make sure you get all the clays and dirt and everything off of there, because gold will stick to that clay. And you don't want that. This is a good place to check too. I got roots galore. And yeah, you're gonna get wet. Remember, this stuff has got clay in it, so you need to knead it up. Get all that clay and anything that's stuck in there. I'm gonna dig me a little hole right here. And I'm gonna put everything I dig out into my gold pan, just in case. Oh man, I don't think that's enough water. But we're gonna make it work, because gold miners make it work. We're very innovative. All right, you're gonna stratify. Shake, tilt. Rake those rocks to the back. Get all that clay out of there. You see that? That holds on to gold. And you don't want to lose your gold. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got, Bubba. All right, let's get over here. All right. Oh, I got plenty of black sand. Look at that. Look at that. Do the Williams wiggle. Tap. And this is where your jeweler's loop, where your hand lens comes in, because you could be on the end of a lead. Ooh, I got 1, 2, 3. There's a third one. I got 3 little specks of gold, but they're really, really tiny. You can probably see them in the pan. That tells me I've got gold in this creek. Not a lot, not enough to make it worth my time, but that tells me that there's gold in here. And that's what you should be doing too, is you need to be a detective and look around. Find out if there is gold in there by sampling the tops of bedrock, underneath boulders that are sitting on bedrock. Look for roots and moss and all that good stuff. Once you start finding little tiny pieces, that's the clue. Do you get it? So now the question is where is it coming from? That's right. You want to find high concentrations or the source. That's your goal right there. You're going to walk up and down and you're going to look for anything that looks like it could be feeding the gold in here. When I say that, I mean obvious things like side tributaries or high bench gravels, things like that. And that's what we're going to look for. But I'm not going to do anything until you smash that like button. Smash it hard. And this is what I'm talking about. See these? All these different bedding planes of all these gravels. Oh yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect up on the very bottom of these bedding planes, and that's what you should be doing too. Make sure wherever this one meets the next bedding plane with the big gravels, you focus your efforts there. Definitely want to classify. You don't want all that overburden, those big rocks in there. Ooh, ooh, it's red. You see that? Oh, it's red, baby. It's red. Redder the better. All right, get in there. Yeah, that's all red. You want red in there, because that means oxidizing irons. And wherever that iron is, which is the heavies, gold can be there too. All right, let's take this down and pan it. Hopefully I got enough water. Oh, that looks really good. It's all red in there. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got, Bubba. Stratify, which is shaking it back and forth vigorously. Tilt to the front, gently wash that out. Oh yeah, come on, baby. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. One more. Come on. Come on, baby. All right. Let's see what we got. Tap, tap, tap. Brings all that material to the front. And then Williams wiggle. Shake it back. A lot of black sand. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, I got 2 pieces. Right there, you see it? Nice. Oh, I like that. Any more? Come on, Bubba. Come on, Bubba. Is that another one? No, that's not. All right, I got 2 pieces, so I definitely got gold coming out of the bank. So we're gonna definitely work that bank. That's why I always say working the gravel bars on the benches can be very profitable. In fact, there's a lot of places we made videos trying to talk about that. Place in particular is the East Fork of the San Gabriels. I always tell people, get out of the river, get up on top of the benches where the old timers are working and the people from the Great Depression era. They were all working up there on those ancient benches. And that's where you should be working too. But for some reason, everybody gets down in the river. I don't get it. Just make a zip line and run everything down there. Oh, and we also made a video about where you can find gold down at Colfax, down at Mineral Park. The old tertiary channels are way up on the hillside. Everybody's down in the river. Why? Anyway, yeah, I know. Enough jaw jacking, Jeff. Get on to getting some more gold. Geez, you guys are a tough crowd. So the million-dollar question is where did the gold come from that got into those gravels? You see my point? Yeah, it's great we found gold, but I want to know where it came from. So we're going to put that on a map, and that's what you should be doing too, is every time you find gold, you got to put it on a map somewhere, and you got to write down the details of that gold. If it's rough, coarse, is it angular, does it got quartz attached to it, does it got ironstone attached to it? Remember, you're playing detective. You're trying to find out the source or the highest concentrations. That's your job. Yeah, it's great when we find gold, but the ultimate goal, like I said, is to find the source or high concentrations. Now keep in mind, the source is not always going to be there. It may have eroded out millions of years ago, but at least you can find remnants of it, maybe outcrops or maybe float or something like that. And here's a good example right here. Look at this. Oh, isn't that pretty, huh? Look at that monker. Oh, look how red it is and rusty. Look at that limonite that's in there. Remember I told you about limonite? Limonite carries some of your best gold because Mother Nature's done most of the work for you. She's already oxidized out all the sulfides, leaving behind iron and iron hydroxides and gold, if there's any in there. So this is a good sign. So I'm gonna go ahead and collect this piece up and I'm gonna crush it down because that'll tell me if there's gold in it, and if there is, that means that it's coming from somewhere around here and we gotta find it. And I'll bet you dollars to donuts the gold that's in the gravel bars originally came from something like this, right? Yeah, baby! So we're gonna go looking because it's all over the place. Ooh, my spidey sensors are going crazy. And that's what you should be doing too, is if you find anything that looks unusual, collect it up and crush it down. If you don't have a mill to crush this stuff down, just use a mortar and pestle. It's so simple. Ooh, but this stuff is everywhere. I just gotta triangulate it and figure out where the source is. Ooh, so you know what I'm gonna say, huh? Say it with me. So come on, let's go. Look. Wow, that's solid iron. Holy cow. Look at this. They're all inside of this small tributary. Never underestimate a small tributary that feeds into a creek or a river. I found some of my best gold inside tributaries. In fact, a good place to look is on Lynx Creek outside of Prescott. Don't go to the creek itself. You're gonna go upstream, and on the right, you're gonna see these small feeder creeks. Those are the ones that are carrying the gold that's feeding that thing. Nobody talks about that. I don't know why. So we're gonna check this out. But the problem is I've got all this flow sand and loamy sand, and I gotta get to places where there's bedrock or something that's not gonna let that gold drop, because I'll be digging for weeks. Oh, look at this. See this? This is altered andesite. This is bedrock. This is fantastic. I'll clean this off because the gold can't go down any further than this. And this is what you should be looking for too, is this bedrock. This is fantastic. So I'll clean them off and we'll put them in our sample bag. Now, ideally, what you want to do is bring a little backpack, but it can get a little heavy when you're trekking these hills. So bring a whisk broom or something like that. All right, where's my sample bag? That's right, I upgraded my sample bag. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And these are cheap. You can get them anywhere. And they don't lose anything and they don't rip or tear. Isn't that cool? All right. Now keep in mind, we're just sampling right now. I'm just prospecting. I'm trying to find the best place to come back with either a high banker, a dredge, or a dry washer. That's my only job. And that should be your job when you're in the field too, is when you're out with a pan and a classifier and a shovel, you're just prospecting. You're sampling. You're looking for the best place. You're playing detective. Once you get hot on a lead, you mark it in your map. The best place you find, you come back when the weather permits. You bring your big equipment and you go to town, baby, and you get that shiny. But I ain't gonna do anything till you smash that like button. Smash it hard! Oh, look what I found. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. Oh, they're getting bigger and bigger. Oh, you see how this rock has been altered? Nice. This is the kind of stuff that you're looking for right here. Oh, that's another nice one. I'm gonna check it with my hand lens. Oh, there's tons of hematite. There's bog iron in there, limonite. Oh, this is exactly what you want to see. Oh, I can see some bornite in there too. Nice. That's why it's always important to bring a hand lens with you. A jeweler's loop, 10 times is as strong as you need. That way you can get up and look at these rocks up close and personal, because they'll tell you a story if you just know how to read it. Oh, and this is perfect. And there's nothing, but it seems to all be coming from right in this little section here. And I can see where somebody's been digging. You see that right there? Let's go take a look. You see that? Oh, if I don't trip. See that? Somebody's been digging right here. This looks like where it's coming from. All right, let's get on the hill and see what we can see. Oh yeah, there's pieces everywhere. Just gobs, look at it all. I wonder if there's a vein around here. Look at that. Oh, I see prospect pits, see that? There's a prospect pit right there. Yeah, there's little prospect pits everywhere. I think they were looking for it too. But I'm not seeing anything that says big vein. So, all right, we're gonna backtrack. And we're gonna have to think about this. Remember, we're detectives. So we're gonna have to think about this. It's got it. Oh, I see it. Come with me. Yeah, I see you. There it is, right there. And some old timer found it before me. Ooh, and that goes down plenty deep. Good thing I brought my shovel, huh? I see some fault gouge in there too. And some kaolinite. Remember I told you sometimes kaolin can have gold in it. All right, we're taking samples for sure. Oh yeah. Look at all this alteration. And look at all this gothite, which is after pyrite. See that, the iron? And look at this. I got fault gouge, I got fault breccia, I got iron, I've got shale. And look at that shaft that goes straight on down to the other side, brother. Oh, what's down in there? Ooh, what's in there? Oh, come on. Oh yeah, you know that that's filled with juicy goodness. And just look at that vein. Doesn't that get you all excited? Huh? Look at that. Ooh, I hope I don't fall in. Now, real quick, when you're sampling these Lode deposits, bring a finer screen than what I'm using here. I'm using like a 1/4 inch. You should bring like 20 mesh screen, because this stuff's probably gonna be really fine. And I'm doing a channel sample across. And don't worry, I got my M. Shaw safety squints on. Yeah. That's num. I'm gonna get some. Look at that. See the heavy zones of alteration right here? See that? That can create kaolin. And the mineral in that, of course, is kaolinite. And then, of course, I've got all this shale. And I've got all this alteration. It looks like I've got multiple episodes going on, multi-generational. And then I've got over here, this is andesite that's been heavily altered. And then you can see the iron in there with his gothite, which is after pyrite. Who needs a gym? Just be a gold miner. This is not on any map. I didn't see any evidence of any diggings out here on any map. And that is why it's so important for you to get boots on the ground. Yeah, you can research MRDS and land matters and all that stuff all day long, and you can get a good idea of where to start. Eventually it comes down to you getting your boots on the ground, because there's no other way for you to find these hidden deposits. And make sure you check land status and make sure nobody else has got a claim on the area that you're checking. But because this isn't even on a map anywhere, it's not claimed up. And so if I find anything good in here, I'm gonna claim it up. And no, I'm not gonna tell you where it is. All right, now we're gonna go scout the area and see if we can find any more of these hidden diggings and any other outcrops. And that's what you should be doing too, is when you start finding these things like this, you need to spread out. It might take you a day, a week, a month, but you need to be thorough, because I can see float all over the hills and I need to go chase that. And that's what we're gonna do. But I ain't gonna do anything till you smash that like button. Smash it hard! Harder than that! You gotta be kidding me, look at this. Look at this. Oh, I just came down the hill and found another one. This is fantastic. Are you seeing this? Oh, you know I'm taking samples of this too. This is where it's all coming from. Oh man, that's why I say you gotta get boots on the ground, do you hear me? Because you would have never seen this on Google Earth. And I couldn't even see this from the bottom of the hill. You need a helicopter to find it. Oh yeah, let's get some. Let's get some real good, boy. Yeah, Bubba. Yeah. Oh, don't spill. Don't you spill. Ugh. I had a hard time getting my zipper up. Oh, that's a heavy bag. All right, make sure she's clean. Dump it all in, Bubba. Oh, not my glasses. Come on now. Really? All right, here we go. Knead it like you're making dough. Knead it like you're making dough, Bubba. Get all that stuff broken up. Find the little hole. Stratify. Wash. Rinse. Repeat. Come on, Bubba. Daddy needs a new pair of boots. Oh. All right, that's as far down as I want to go. I'm so excited. Oh, yuck. All right, let's see what we got. Maybe a little more. Maybe a little more, right? I got some quartz hanging up. All right. I gotta know. I gotta know. Come over here. Come with me. Come with me, and you shall see. Oh, let me get over here so we can see it together. Hopefully you can see what I'm seeing. All right, here we go. I don't know why all that quartz is hanging up. Oh, oh, oh my gosh! Are you seeing this? No way! And look, look, see that red stuff? It's got gold all over it. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Look at that. See it? There's that red limonite that's all over it. This is where you need a hand lens. Oh yeah, you can see limonite all over it. Nice. Oh, that is so yummy. Oh, I'll try to get a snapshot of it. Let me see if you can see that. Oh, that is what it's all about. That's the source. Oh, so good. All right, so you know what I'm gonna be doing? That's right. I'm gonna file a claim on that monker. Because if I can get that from here, imagine what I can get in full production. And that's what you should be doing too, is when you find stuff like this, don't tell nobody. And of course, I'm gonna file a claim way before I release this video, so don't even think about it. I hope you learned something today, and if you did, you better smash that like button. And don't forget, at the end of each month, we give away a brand new Gold Monster 1000 metal detector, bags of pay dirt from our drift mine, and silver bars. If there was ever a time to sign up, it's now. Now, if you want to get your hands on any of that stuff, all you got to do is look for the little icon at the end of the video that looks something like that. Click on it, make a $10 pledge, and you instantly qualify to get your hands on all of that stuff. And I'll see you on the next video.
Looks good at NASA on. Roger. BCS arm switch is on. Okay, Victor. Landing rocket arm switch is on. Here comes the throttle. Chevy breakers in. We have separation. Roger. Inboard and outboards are on. We're coming forward with the side stick.